See what happens. So, I heard the Trailblazer Track changed. I'm like, so when I was reading the news for the newest update, I was just like, oh, I started reading the stuff for how to do the Trailblazer Track, and I'm like, well, I started reading, then I realized, well, why am I reading this? I already know how it works. I started seeing videos of people saying, let's talk about the Trailblazer Track. I'm like, oh, what, you don't like that it's so pink? A lot of girls who don't like pink. I don't know why. Other than the fact that they don't like it because it's like a cliche that, oh, girls are associated with pink, and so they don't like it because of that. If you don't like pink, you don't like pink. You don't have to use that as an excuse. Like, come on. It can be annoying, sure, when someone just assumes you like something because you're such and such, but come on. There's a lot of girls, such as myself, who like pink. And when I saw this, like, oh, this is so pretty, especially the fact that you can get, I think you can get the quote-unquote pet early on. Usually you have to do it at the very end. At the very end one, I don't like that kind of hat. I know real horse riders wear it, but I don't like it. But I like this, and I don't really care much for that because I'm not a fan of the quilted look or the. I think there's another word for that. I can't think of it right now. This is okay. But yeah, this is what I'm going for. And then this is the first time I've ever seen this. I'm not saying they haven't had it before, because I don't usually do the Trailblazer Track. I only do it if it looks super interesting. Like right now, I really like these. And they also said, I guess there's not as many things to get, which... And it looks like they got rid of a lot of things that I didn't actually care about. Because you would get flowers and whatnot. And I'm like, well... I already have a lot of that. I have 147 jute. I have 195 flax. I have 133 moss. I have 46 chamomile. I have 121 bee balm. And I have 112 rubia. I don't care for these. These are the things that I like. I like this, because I don't always get on. I mean, for the most part, I don't get on. So my horses are unhappy. And I like this. And these are good because it's always nice to have a whole, a bunch of these, because I'm always having to take one off of another horse. So, and then these are handy. These I don't actually care about these. One of my characters, I think, has a ton of these. She actually needs them because I don't work on her horses that often. Sad. But for my main account, most of my horses are already the highest level. I will oftentimes have to buy a new horse just to work on one, which is kind of silly. I mean, I only buy horses that are, I actually care about. And of course, I don't even spend real money. I just use the stuff that I get weekly. So it takes a while to get a new horse. So, I mean, I don't know. And they say that you can't. I think the one thing is that you can't collect flowers. You can't get points collecting flowers or collecting light, which I never did. I never used that. This one, yeah, sometimes if you got like triple, double points or whatever it was, the bonus points, I would sometimes do that. But I was also doing it just to collect the light, and so it was like yay, I could do two things at once. Well, anyway, there's my 2 cents. Oh, I don't know if anyone cares about what I have to say. I only watched one video on what the deal was, and I just like, oh, well, that doesn't really change. The only thing I would be upset about is if it was harder. Because that's one of the things that I worried about when I first saw this. It's like, oh, so this is gonna go up. Each time you claim something, it's going to go higher and higher, and you're going to have to work harder and harder to reach the next point. But I think it's always the same. It's always been the same. So unless they change that, I don't really have any problem with this. I don't care about collecting the whole, yeah, light. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, light. I don't care about that. It was always handy when you were like a couple of points off and you just needed a little bit more. But that's only because I would collect stuff and then I would have that unevenness, which annoyed me. You want to see where I am? Let's see. You look like she's dressed up for St. Patrick's Day. Cute. So, yeah, I just need to do, like, what? One more thing for the witches and I'm completed. I have a feeling, despite this thing, I don't know if I'm going to be doing the stuff for the witches after this. This area literally makes me want to rage quit this game. I keep getting lost in the swamp. I keep running into things. And meanwhile, I have to fight the blight. And sometimes you can't find the stuff to charge the flower. Ugh. And even the castle one has a quest to go into here. So I have a feeling I may not do her quest either. It'd be fine if you didn't have to worry about the blight. and I said it in my last video. I think it was my last video. They don't have, the roadmap does not say when, like, there's no soon time where they might change, add more to this, to where we can actually fight the blight and get rid of it. I assume that's what will happen eventually. Although I'd be sad that once we can't wear the little flower, because I like that. That's cute. I forgot. I also love these because you can sell them for like 1,000 Yorvik shillings. This time around, though, they only look like they have one. So, that's a little sad. If only they could replace this one. I don't know how much people actually like this, so I shouldn't say that. But these are so handy because it's an easy way to store up on money. Because you can only hold, what, 10,000? I still don't understand why they don't up it, considering the fact that all of the new items cost 9,999. It's so stupid, I hate it. On occasion, they actually cost 10,000. And then, of course, you lose out on your Yorvik shillings if you, like say you're not paying attention to what you have on you. And you only, you're only like 20 points away from reaching that 10,000 point. But you end up doing a quest that gives you like that rare 100. And that means you miss out on not that much. Or like say you're being stupid. I've never done this, by the way. I don't know if anyone else has either. I'm just saying. If you're being stupid, you're not paying attention to what you're doing and you decide to sell this. Just imagine how much money you would lose out if you sold that and you only needed 20 more Yorvik shillings to reach that 10,000 mark. Oh, that would be awful. And there's been many times when I do quests, and there's actually one of the, Christmas time, whenever they have the advent calendar, and I'm not paying attention to the money that's on me, so they collect the presents, not expecting to get Yorvik shillings, and boom, I get Yorvik shillings, and then I'm getting this message that says, oh, you reached the max, and I'm like, wait, how much did I lose out on? So, yeah, I guess that would be my only complaint, is that you only get one of these guys. I wonder if anyone's going to watch this video. Maybe I should make it interesting. I just don't know how. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I made it. Oh my. I don't know how I did that. I'm recording this because I noticed I was not getting any more points for this. It wasn't telling me I was getting any, so that might be a different change that I didn't know about. Yeah, it's not popping up. Oh, okay, now that is something I do not like. Because before you would get like a certain amount, and I would always usually stop once I got to the point where I was only getting like 10, which is why I never cared to use flour, light, recyclables to grind and points, because you only got 1 point for each thing you picked up. It's stupid. I guess I could see if people were like super bored and they just wanted to do that. I mean, I definitely think light isn't so bad, because like I said, I would go in just to collect the light, so you get the bonus points for doing, you know, doing getting the light and getting the Trailblazer track. But this one, well, this one does like prevent people, I guess kids, from like grinding, staying on longer than they should. This also means you have to get on more often, because you can't get any more after a certain point. Yeah, I definitely don't like that. Because after the 60 point, and that looks like it only goes to 60. After you reach the 60 point, it usually went to 40. And I think you got like 3 things that were 40, I think. I never paid too much attention to it. And then it went to 10. I'm like, oh well, you know, sometimes I would stay on for the 10 just if I was like really close to reaching the next peak, like the next mark. But normally I would just quit at that point. But it seems like you get less points for it because it doesn't do the 40. I mean, I know you get less rewards this time, so it shouldn't take as long to reach the last part. But yeah, I don't like that. I definitely do not. I mean, I'm an adult, so it's like, if I want to stay on longer just to do that, and I know this is supposed to be a quote-unquote kids game, but I mean, it's I mean, I can't really say anything about that. It's like, oh, it's for the kids. Or I don't know. I don't know the point of it, other than the fact that you don't get as many rewards, so it doesn't take you as much. So just get on, do a few dailies, and you're done. But it didn't take that much to reach the 10 mark anyway, the 10-point mark. I could get on, like, play for like 30 minutes, maybe even less, and I'd be done. And I would just get off and do something else. So, yeah, the video I watched, I mean, I don't normally watch this person. I think it might have been the first time I ever watched her. It was a short video, so I didn't want to watch a long 30-minute video about someone ranting for whatever the reason was. So I watched a shorter one. I don't think she said this, but I could be wrong. So sometimes when they say really important stuff, it becomes softer instead of louder. I'm like, What'd you say there? Are you mumbling? I don't know, maybe I mumble too. Half the time people don't even understand what I say. It's probably the reason why people don't watch my videos usually. They just don't like my voice, is what I assume. Or I'm just boring. Whatever. Flips hair. Literally, I just flicked my hair. My mom would say, well, people are missing out on knowing you. Yeah, well, okay. Sure. I don't know about that. Anyway, as I said, she didn't touch upon that. If she did, I didn't hear it. So the longer video probably would have touched upon that, because if you had actually played it long enough, then you would know that that's, I guess. Like I said, she may have said it. I just didn't hear it. So yeah, I did not like that. I mean, it was just hard to know what people were even complaining about. They were complaining about the lack of rewards, this thing here, and yeah, the part that I thought was kind of silly was, you can't grind the light. Okay. I think, do people actually do that? Like I said, for the most part, you only get 1 point. And just imagine if you were to do that. Just at this point, this is very close to 1,000, but I would not want to do that. I'm sorry, I would not want to do that. I wonder how the bonus points are going to work. Like, are they even going to do that? Because if you can only do a certain point, like, I barely did anything. I did some stuff. I didn't even do all of the stuff in this area. I didn't do all of them, as you can see, the blue. I went here to do the chores and a race. And I went to Fort Pinta to do chores and a race. And then you just saw me do the last race just to see what was happening. And I was like, what? I barely did anything. And all of a sudden I reached the mark and I can't go any further. Yeah, I don't like that. I never even knew about this overview until I watched that one video. I'm like, oh, you could do this originally? I don't understand what this means. Activities completed today. 1 of 4, like 4 activities? I don't understand what this means, because are you saying I'm getting 120 for 4? Because I don't know if I got 120 for 4 different ones, and then it went to 80, and then 60. And then you get 0 after you do anything after that? Is that what it's saying? Like, you can do 12, and then after that, it's nothing? Is that what that's saying? She did look at this, so she might have said something about that, and I just, like I said, I just didn't hear her. Huh. Well, interesting.